Hi everyone, this is Ariel, and today is Saturday, January 27th, 2024, and this is your reading for today. So today I'm going to start with the Oracle Dream card deck, and we're going to pull around this. And my intention here is to ask for what it is that we need to hear today. What is it that we need to hear today? And that's as simple as I'm going to keep it. I'm going to cut here. And it says, cell phone, polish your communication skills. All right. I have a feeling that it's not so much a communicating with others around you, but more learning to communicate with your highest self, learning how to tune in to what that version of you actually feels like. I'm going to pull from my Chakra Wisdom Tarot card deck, and we'll kind of go more into detail about this. Sometimes hearing your true self amongst all the noise and all the other influences around you is hard, but that's what practice is for. And repetition is key here. So don't give up. Just keep on tuning in. It's energy and momentum. The more you do one thing, the better you get at it. All right, so we've got the Hierophant. Seems like there's a teacher in your life that is trying to show you the things that you aren't willing to look at. It's like I'm feeling like there's a stubborn energy in all of this. You want to make the change, but it also makes you feel uncomfortable, so your defense mechanisms are coming up, you know? And then the Princess of Cups. And the Four of Coins. Yeah, it's like there's a stubborn energy, stubborn version of you that refuses to listen to the teacher that lies within you. And you know, sometimes it's because of past mistakes. It's because of people who have, you know, done you wrong, that you start to build these walls and you start to create these stories that don't serve you. It's stories around why you shouldn't trust people, why you shouldn't take chances. And really, you start turning that inwards, and then you start not listening and trusting your own intuition. Or you don't give yourself the opportunity to have new experiences so that you can see what else is out there for you. It's a reminder today to be true to yourself. Don't be afraid. There's so many things out there. There's so many ways that can amplify the better feeling energies within your life right now. And you're not giving yourself the chance. You're blocking your heart. You're hoarding, in a sense. You're kind of thinking that you're doing the best thing that you can do right now is shut yourself off from the world, from even versions of yourself, the higher versions of yourself. And yeah, you know, I mean, it's not a bad thing. Everyone does it once in a while, especially when they don't know how to move forward, when they don't know how to let the walls down. And I think that's a lot of why people deal with things like anxiety and anxiousness, is because there's so much going on in the world today, and there's so much good in that, and there's, on the opposite end of the spectrum, there isn't. And it all just depends on how we perceive it, how we choose to perceive what's happening, and then how we react to it. And so taking notice of what's happening within you, while also offering yourself compassion and understanding and kindness, that's the balance that you need to find here. Because you want to make decisions moving forward from that perspective of compassion, of loving yourself first. um, if if somebody, I think a good perspective or a good question to ask yourself is, if somebody that you love deeply was going through the same thing as you, what would you say to that person? And write it out. Tell yourself the same thing, because you deserve that kind of love and that kind of compassion and understanding too, just as much as the persons that you love. And the thing is, when you start improving the relationship with yourself, all your relationships around you start improving. You want to start giving and loving more deeply on other people, and it just is such a awesome side effect of working on yourself. And I think that's what the universe is trying to communicate to you is, when you work on yourself, when you do the inner work and you start giving yourself the best of yourself, you start doing the same for others. You start becoming a true, deep, genuine blessing to the people around you. And maybe not in direct communication, but also, and more importantly, is you are setting the example of what it looks like to be yourself and to be comfortable in your own skin. And that in and of itself is a teaching moment for others and a good example for others to follow, no matter what age they are. What a great message that was. So I'm going to pull one more oracle card just to kind of cap this reading off and bring a little bit more light to the situation. What is it that you can remember today to bring your focus back into the highest version of you and what that looks like? Take care of yourself. Trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. It's the cat. What a blessing. I love cats. Um, take care of yourself. Trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. And like I was saying earlier, your communication is the one that you have with your highest self. Free up the energy so that that version of you can flow through you and express itself in the most loving and kind way, and let that be a blessing among the people that are in your life. So thank you for tuning in today. I hope you have an amazing Saturday and an amazing weekend.